Salvatore Noble, and welcome to Granitel Stadium under the lights Friday night here in Don Bosco Prep. Today, the Don Bosco Prep football team will take on the DePaul Catholic Spartans, and today is a little special for the Ironmen just because it is senior night.
Yeah, great night of football ahead. The Bosco Iron Maniacs are hot, the Ironmen are hot.
10 in a row, sticks. Gabriella Frome, walking out with mother Santana Frome and godparent Emmanuel Aquafina. Gabriella. And
has had his shoes filled in quite effectively by in tandem Nolan James and Logan Bush.
On the DePaul Catholic side, their two running backs, Alfred Almeida and Jaden Johnson, senior and junior, number 6 and number 4. Those two show speed out of the backfield, so this Ironman defense, who sometimes struggles to tackle, will have to conquer tackling these two speedy backs tonight.
Yeah, even though the offense of Bosco is basically ahead in every single category imaginable, the Bosco defense is at par or a little bit subpar. They have the one thing that they are above par, they have 7 interceptions on the year, a 7 national average is 6. They, however, only have 4.5 sacks. The national average is 10.4. So the Bosco line going up against the DePaul D line, which has above the average, I believe they had like 15 sacks, something like that. 17.5 sacks. That's a lot.
Yeah,
national
Jake
average.
Valida, their big defensive end, he's leading the team in sacks. He has 3, number 11. He's a senior. So the Ironmen want to run the ball like they have been all year so far behind the big offensive line, Chase Basantes, Chris Moreno, etc. They're going to have to know where he is and block him at all times.
Exactly. And now, in a great ceremony, the seniors of the Don Bosco Prep football team are being honored senior night, the last home game of the regular season.
And the 2 senior cheerleaders of our Don Bosco Prep team.
All right. So, back to the Bosco defense. Bosco defense, again, 4.5 sacks this season. They're also behind in total tackles, way behind in tackles for loss, which is a big stat for defensive stopping power.
Yeah, Lamont Lester he transferred in this year to Bosco, and he's our leading tackler with 43, I believe it is. And Jovan George, big number 99, Holy Cross commit, is leading the team in sacks 1.5. So those two, look for those two to have an impact on today's night defensively.
Yeah, earlier in the game, Bosco was putting up 35 points, something like that. However, the defense was not able to help out their offense too much, letting up about 30 or 40 points per game. They have really locked it in the last few, however. They've locked in the last few games. Last week, 56-21 victory for the Ironmen over Paramus Catholic. Nick Minacucci showing out in that game as well.
Yes, he threw for about 225 passing yards, multiple passing touchdowns. Nolan James had 3 touchdowns in the first half. Dan Parisi, senior wideout, 150 receiving yards. So all around, great game for this Ironman team last week against Paramus Catholic.
So back to the running backs. You mentioned Nolan James. Logan Bush, I mean, you got two backups, right? Number 20 out there, Logan Bush Jr. He's got 900 yards on the season. He missed, the first two, or not missed, but first two, Ronnie Heath mostly. Logan still 900 yards, 10 touchdowns.
Yeah, for the first 3 weeks, people were expecting, Ronnie Heath having big numbers. People were expecting he was going to be Ronnie's show. Unfortunately, Ronnie got a little banged up. Hopefully he's going to be good for the playoffs here. Hopefully senior night he gets to run around, make some plays. But Logan Bush has filled his shoes very nicely. Almost, if he has another 100-yard game tonight, he will eclipse the 1,000-yard mark for a season where people didn't really know who he was, and Logan's definitely showing his skills out there.
Again, the first few weeks, Ronnie Heath racked up 3 touchdowns, about 200 yards on the ground. However, with Ronnie back, probably, we're presuming he is back tonight, of course, Bosco is going to have 3 A-grade running backs. Now, how are they going to play that? How are they going to play that?
I would assume that they're going to split time. Of course, Ronnie, if he does play tonight, I would assume that he's not 100% healthy, right? So I assume the coaches are not going to want to just rush him out there, throw him in the fire. especially with playoffs coming up, because this Bosco team will be the #1 team heading into the state tournament. I mean, knock on wood, hopefully we don't lose tonight. But, so just keep it rolling, doing our thing. And I would say Logan Bush will definitely not be shut out if Ronnie is back. Logan Bush has definitely established himself. And with Nolan James as well, the third player you mentioned, Nolan is leading the team in receiving yards as well as being the second leader in rushing yards. So Nolan will be definitely getting the ball tonight.
And he's only a sophomore.
Yes.
Again, number 23, Nolan James. Look out for him tonight. 338 yards on the year and 6 touchdowns. Again, he is basically going to be third string tonight. Well, they're definitely. I don't think they're going to snub him because he has been such an asset. I mean, I would say Logan Bush and Nolan James and Nick Minicucci as well on the ground. They've been instrumental because when passing game doesn't work, Minicucci's been able to run it on the ground as well.
Yeah, but the big thing that allows this Bosco running game is to be so effective is the offensive line. This offensive line has been one of the best offensive line units that Bosco has had in a while, right? I mean, Jalen Berger and Kyle Monungai, the great running backs we have previous years, they only wish they had this great offensive line, right? Chase Basantes, Chris Moreno,
Kev Garcia,
Aiden Toomey, Kevin Garcia, Amori Francis, like those 5 guys have definitely cemented themselves as definitely one of the best offensive lines we've seen in New Jersey ever.
Yeah, they've been great. And going up against the defensive line that has had 17 sacks on the year, going up against a defensive line with that much firepower, that O-line's going to have to be big tonight. They're going to have to be able to carry the running game, push forward.
Yes, but 2 seniors that we just saw walk out, number 21 and number 22, Matt and Nick Severin. Both of these guys were on the defense side of the ball. Matt's a corner, Nick is a safety. 2 really great guys. I have a pleasure having a class with Matt. He's a great kid, and I know Nick as well. Another hardworking dude. And those 2 really put their blood and guts into this program. And, they don't always – Nick is leading the team in interceptions. Matt had a nice interception against Bergen. So we'll get ready to say their names tonight as well.
So we were talking about DePaul for a minute. The Spartans, the DePaul Catholic Spartans, they're 4-1 in their own league, even though they are 4-4 overall, so 500. But again, 4-1 in their own league. Yeah. They are on a 3-game win streak.
Beating Del Barton last week, 21-10. Again, the backup quarterback, the freshman Derek Zamek, got the start for the injured Grusser, who's dealing with a little bit of a concussion. So. It's honestly a coin flip. We were talking to a few of these guys earlier, and they really don't know. They roll with 2 guys, so it would be interesting to see if both play tonight. So we're only going to have to wait and see.
Grusser has over 1,000 yards on the season. I mean, and Zaman, in only his 4 games played, has about 600 yards. So combined, they're doing pretty well.
Yeah, going into the year, Grusser was definitely QB1, and he's established himself as so, over 1,000 passing yards in about 5 games. And, 5 touchdowns to only 2 interceptions, so he's definitely playing well. But, injury bug unfortunately got him, so. The senior festivities as you're watching, number 52, Brian Gibbons, senior linebacker. There he goes.
Big Ten?
Big Ten, as we formerly call him.
Oh, yeah.
Great kid around school, right?
Oh, yeah.
Everyone knows Big Ten.
Got a great character, personality.
Here comes Aiden Toomey. Big number 55, starting center on that great offensive line we just alluded to. Toomey going to Franklin and Marshall next year to continue his academic and athletic career. Congrats to Aiden. Patrick Hunt.
And it's great to see the seniors here being recognized.
Oh, yeah. Tonight will be their last regular season game here at MetLife. Hopefully we get to MetLife. Here at Granite Hill Stadium. So it's only right, to honor these guys because they really have put their blood and guts into this football program for 4 years.
Brody Alston out there.
Brody Alston, number 59. The Wesleyan football commit. Congratulations, Brody. Defensive end and linebacker.
Number 65, James Lamberese. Walking out with his parents, Joe Wayne and Stephen.
Number 65, James Labanese, another member of this Don Bosco Prep offensive unit. He's also the long snapper for this Ironman team, so anytime you see a punt, a field goal, he's the one snapping it. He's the one doing the work.
And we haven't seen too much of the punt unit this year with the way this offense has been for Bosco, for
Yes.
the Ironman.
And here he is, the five-star himself, number 71, Chase Basantis. Never missed a game in his Bosco career, 4-year starter. Great kid around school, right? His presence is really felt during the school day. You really love to see all the work that he put in
Oh, yeah.
to become the great player he is, but also the great person he is, right? There's nothing bad ever said about Chase. Number 72, Griffin Grace, defensive end, senior. Another great kid. I had the pleasure of having math class with him last year. Shout out to Mr. Campbell's math class.
Oh, what a
Great
class.
kid. Worked his tail off in that class just to get an A, and he did. So, Griff, keep doing your thing out there.
Yeah. Mr. Campbell's a tough class, so it's a Herculean feat getting an A.
Walking out with his grandparents, Paul and Patricia Tilson. Number 76, Gabe Garespo. Number 77, Matthew Lou.
Matthew Lewis, another member of this Don Bosco Prep defensive unit. Big defensive tackle, Matthew Lewis, number 77.
And we'll see him getting some action tonight.
Yep.
Out on the field.
His sister Olivia is a cheerleader for this Mary Help of Christian School, the Don Bosco Prep cheerleading unit.
Number 80, Darian Chacha.
Darian Chacha, Don Bosco Prep senior wide receiver. Another great kid. I got to say, this senior class is leaving behind a big legacy. This football team, all of them, really work hard.
And about, 30 seniors? That's a big squad. That's a
Yeah.
big senior squad. Some big shoes to fill for next year. Teddy Crone.
Number 84. Another kid. I have math class with him this year, Teddy Crone. Another kid who works his tails off. You know, he's always asking the teacher questions if he doesn't understand. Great kid.
Putting in
Great
the
kid.
work.
Great kid.
That is number 84, Teddy Crone. Number 85, Matthew Eichner.
Number 85, Matthew Eitner, senior wide receiver. His brother Luke is a junior at Bosco in the Neon Out for the student section, the Iron Maniacs. But Matt's a great kid. He played basketball his first 2 years here at Bosco. Really put in the work in football, and it's really showing off this year.
I had class with his brother last year.
Yeah,
Mr. Ojo's religion class. Theology.
love it.
That was a fun one. Connor Brown.
Connor Brown, defensive end, of this Don Bosco Prep football team.
Brown and his brother, number 87, Hunter Brown. And number 99,
And
Big-
last but not least, you
Number
got it, you got
99, Big Jovan George.
it. Defensive end, going to Holy Cross next year to continue his football and academic career.
We wish all of the people that will continue their athletic careers in college the best of luck.
Yes, and even the current college football players are
Oh, yeah.
Bosco alums. Hopefully they're doing all well.
Yeah. And there are a lot out there, a lot of Bosco alum that are playing in college because of the great programs we have here at Bosco.
Yeah. It really is a good senior class, though. These kids are really a pleasure to go with school with, and I'll miss them
Oh, yeah.
next year.
Really make the brotherhood come alive.
Yeah.
And there we go, the We Love Seniors chant from the Iron Maniacs, from the neon-clad Iron Maniacs.
Day off of school today, but you know what? We're still showing our love.
Oh, of course
They're
we
still
are.
showing the love, coming out here to support their seniors and this Bosco football team.
Exactly, senior night, you got to show up. I mean, the seniors, they've been putting on a show for us the entire year. We got to come out and support.
Not just the seniors, though. This whole football team.
The whole team.
Really,
yeah.
I mean, we're first in the league. You know, we're doing our thing. 43rd nationally, so
top 50.
our football team doing their work this year, putting in the work and doing their thing. Great shot of Granite Stadium right there, right? All these families, players. Great atmosphere we have going on tonight. Seniors, giving respect to the seniors. So we're about 11 minutes from the opening kickoff.
Here at
and
Granite Stadium.
Here at Granite Stadium.
Here at Granite Stadium.
In Ramsey, New Jersey. We're going to get Rowdy and Ramsey.
Rowdy and Ramsey. Again, I'm Salvatore Noble, joined by the illustrious, the redoubtable Nicholas Zuppi. And this is one of our last games of our junior year.
One of them. If we are fortunate enough to call a playoff football game, this will be the last one of the season.
Mm-hmm. Awesome.
Love it.
About 10 minutes till game time. Ironman out there getting loose, getting ready to rumble.
It's a little cold out here, so they're going to do everything in their power to stay warm tonight.
Yeah, you don't want to be cramping up. Cough drop.
Guys.
And in a few moments here, we will get the prayer underway and the national anthem sung by Eduardo Morel.
to Father Abraham Feliciano as he leads us in an opening prayer. Father Feliciano.
All right, we're turning on the
Good
audio for the
evening.
camera. Please be silent.
Welcome to Don Bosco Prep. I invite us all to take a moment and center ourselves, ensuring that our hearts and our minds are open to the presence of God. And we pray in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Good and gracious God, we thank you for the gift of this day. In a special way, we thank you for the gift of these two schools, Don Bosco Prep and DePaul High School. We thank you for our student athletes who represent these two fine institutions. We ask you in a special way to protect our athletes. Keep them safe from all harm or injury. Help them to use the gifts and the talents that you have bestowed upon them to the best of their ability and for your greater glory. Thank you for the coaches, the staff, and the volunteers who accompany them. Thank you for the officials who this evening will protect our young men and keep them safe as they engage in their sport. Thank you for the families and friends who are in attendance here tonight. May this evening be one of blessing and grace for all of us, and help us to remember that we are united in our love for these young people, in our faith, and in our love for you. We ask all this in Jesus' name. Amen. Mary, help of Christians.
Pray for us.
Saint Vincent de Paul. Saint John Bosco.
Pray for us.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing as our junior here at Don Bosco Prep, Eduardo Morel, sings our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And with the cheers of the USA by the Iron Maniacs, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Salvatore Noble, joined by Nick Zuppi here at Grand Hotel Stadium, coming at you live for the Don Bosco Prep versus DePaul Catholic game.
Yeah, we're going to have a great one in store. Bosco are going to come out on top. The score of 35-21.
That's
my
your
prediction.
That's your prediction.
35-21.
That's your prediction.
It's going to keep the string of 35 points in a row that you said in the pregame.
30 points. 31, technically. Yeah, you're close.
Right. 30 plus. They're going to finish with 35.
All right.
So
We got a great game coming at you tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Great night for football. A little
Yeah.
chilly, I must say. A little chilly. But here on senior night, we got to be out here and supporting. Right now, we have the captains meeting in the middle of the field. Tell us about our captains, Nick. Who do we got out there? I see Jaden Brown. I see Chase.
yeah, for Bosco, you got number 22, Nick Severin, the starting safety. Number 71 to his right, Chase Basantis, starting left tackle. And then all the way to the left, number 16, Nick Minacucci.
And then Jaden Brown on the other
Then-
side.
Yep, Jaden Brown, the starting junior linebacker on the right side. But for DePaul, you got number 1. You got number 1, Nair Donnie. Number 6, Anthony Almeida. Number 20, Matthew Hooley. And number 17, Jeffrey Lopez. The 8 combined captains.
And a good bit of seniors out there, senior representation.
Oh, yeah. Senior
Yeah.
night in full effect. Let's go, Bosco.
Yeah, let's go. We are here to see how well this Don Bosco Prep Ironman offense can perform with Ronnie Coleman back. Or, again, we will see shortly if he is back, but we presume he is back and healthy. We know he had a knee injury, but he's nursing that. So they're definitely going to be careful with him tonight. If he's out there, they're going to be careful with him.
Yes, because it looks that Bosco will get the first round bye if all holds well tonight. So Ronnie Heath will be back in full effect, and but these coaches are definitely not going to want to re-injure himself, especially before playoffs. So
Yeah.
everyone would love to see Ronnie back, but if he's not able to go tonight, we can keep your fingers crossed as an Ironman fan for the playoffs and maybe for his return.
And Bosco has a lot of, they have a revenge tour this year. They lost at MetLife to Bergen in a game in a cold day in November, and they are definitely coming back for the victory this time. So they want all their players as healthy as can be. Now, the Ironmen are kicking off, so DePaul will receive, the Spartans will receive, and Bosco will receive to begin the second half of action.
I gave my score prediction. What's your score prediction?
You see, I'm holding back. Let's see, 35-21. That's if the run game gets going, and this Spartan defense and the defensive line have been pretty good. So I'm going to say something like, I would say 28-20.
Solid. All right, so we got the sophomore kicker, Gavin Gortz, number 91, been doing it all year. Great job in the kickoffs and not the extra points. Jack Donnelly does the extra points, and we are underway here in Granite Stadium. And the kick is a wobbly one, and the DePaul Catholic receiver falls on it around the 25. So that's where the first play of the game will begin.
And Bosco earlier this season gave up a couple of touchdowns off the opening drive. So maybe a strategic decision to give it a little bit of a short kick, something they weren't expecting. Okay field position at about the 25, but no chance for a run after catch or run after receiving there.
Yeah, so one of the big things, we talked about in the pregame who the starting quarterback was going to be. And it is the freshman, number 18, Derek Zamet. He's played in 4 games this year, 618 yards.
So I guess 12 Grusser he's injured still.
Yeah, so Zamet, the freshman, will take over, and he hands it off. Never mind, he fakes it, and Ramos tackles him right about the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play, maybe a loss. Again, we're talking about tackle for loss.
Yeah.
Bosco behind the national average. Maybe they're going to look to rack up a few more this game. Again, they have a lot of tackles right at the line of scrimmage.
Yes, Lamont Lester leads the team in tackles for loss, so look for him to certainly add to that category. Jaden Brown not too far behind him.
Working with some tempo here.
Here's Zamet rolling out to the right, looking for a receiver, and he finds one, but he walks out of bounds with 11 minutes and 28 seconds to go in this first quarter.
And again, we're talking about tackle for loss. Even though that was at the line of scrimmage, we thought it was behind. It was marked as a 1-yard gain, so not a tackle for loss. Now, 3rd and 9 coming up for the Spartan offense at their own 25-yard line. Not looking great to start, only about 32 seconds into the game.
Third and 11 on the 25. Zamet will be in the shotgun. Almeida to his left.
And the Iron Maniacs already putting the pressure on, going, oh.
There they go. Almeida, play action pass, rolling out right, looking for his receiver, and here comes the big pressure from Jordan Thomas. Zamet unleashes a long one, and it is incomplete. Nice defensive play right there by this Bosco secondary.
And that was number 9, the target. That was Jake Kucera down there. He was open, but 2 men on the secondary, Bosco, were able to track him down. But I saw him from our position. That That was a close one. Bosco able to make them go 3 and out now, expecting the punt.
Yeah, Jordan Thomas, big number 97 for this Bosco defensive front. Numerous scholarship offers. Made Zamet leave the pocket, and Zamet had to unleash a deep throw to Kuchera, but Kuchera was unable to corral it.
What a kick.
And this is a very short punt. Bosco looks to capitalize on this. Starting the ball at the DePaul 47-yard line.
A very high kick, very short, but also very high kick. Now at about midfield, Bosco is starting their first drive. 11 minutes left on the clock in this first quarter. Not even a full minute into the game.
47-yard line.
Hello, brother. Hello, father.
First and 10.
Here is that big Bosco offensive unit. You see them right there, the 5 members of the offensive line. Look how big those guys are, man.
Yeah.
They are massive.
Yeah, and they're one of the main factors that is allowing this rushing team Bosco to flourish.
Here's Minicucci getting pressures from Valita. Here he goes running out. Minicucci makes 2 men miss and falls forward for what will be a first down already. So we're already moving those chains in Ramsey.
Already moving those chains, but coming off the edge was the blitz. Were not picked up by the offensive line. Now, maybe the reason there's a lot of sacks is DePaul may be blitz heavy. Again, only one play into the game. Offensive line, we were talking about the offensive line is what is allowing the success of the running game for Bosco. But they're going to have to work harder. Listen, only one play in.
Yeah.
So 2
Jake
guys coming
Valita
off the edge.
leading the team in sacks. So he almost had another sack right there.
Yeah, they're going to have to play a little more protective.
You see a lot of motion right now for this Bosco team. There's James, the latest motioner. Motion man. Minicucci fakes it and run up the middle. A little QB draw, and he's hit hard right about the 30 with a flag coming in late.
Minicucci pops right up, though.
And it is a holding call against this Ironman unit. So that will push back the Ironman back about 10 yards. Make it a first down in about, I would say, 12.
No, they did not get the first down on that play, so this is going to be second and 11. They're going to replay that down. So first time, Minicucci had to scramble out. Second time, met at just about the line. So early on, the defensive line coming through for the Spartans. Bosco might have to adjust a smidgen.
Ball at the 47-yard line.
Second 11 from the 47. Minicucci's in the shotgun with Logan Bush in the backfield. There goes James. Minicucci rolling out left. Makes 2 men miss, and there he goes. Nick Minicucci down the left sideline. Pointing out blockers, and he gets one from James. Minicucci still going down the left sideline. And he is in. Touchdown, Ironman! The senior quarterback, Nick Minicucci, with an amazing run. 47 yards to the house.
And the senior, Nick Minicucci, able to score first on the senior night. Only about 2 minutes into the game, 9 minutes, 48 seconds left. Bosco is already up 6-0. You saw him taking some time. That was good, not just rushing blindly down the field, setting up some blockers, pointing it out. Now, Bosco's presuming they make this kick. I believe he's perfect on PATs this
Jack
season.
Donnelly, sophomore kicker.
I believe he's perfect on PATs. Let's see.
Snap, kick,
There we
hold.
go. Boom. Now Bosco 7-0 over DePaul. Only took him 3 plays. So first 2 looked like run game. Was the first one he was rushed out. Second one didn't really go anywhere. Third play in a row, Minicucci was the one who had to go downfield. He was the one who took the ball by himself. And look at that.
Yeah.
You got 2 QB draws right in a row. And maybe they saw something because that last one resulted in a touchdown. Was it 46 yards?
Yeah, 47 yards.
47
Minicucci
yards.
faked it to Bush. Picked up some nice blocks from the O-line, and then Nolan James later downfield. Minicucci made a nice cut back to the middle of the field.
Yeah,
Got
Minicucci
6
light
points.
on his feet.
Yeah, showing his dual threat ability.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not D1 by accident. Nick Minicucci
Exactly.
going to Delaware.
Going to Delaware. We saw it was either a game or 2 games ago. I was commenting about how nimble Nick Minicucci looked out there, again, in tandem with Nolan James and Logan Bush.
Yeah.
Both of those have not gotten touches yet. Again, only 3 plays for the Bosco offense as they score early.
Yeah, we first play of the last drive for Bosco, we saw a designed pass play that Minicucci was able to get a first down, and then a designed QB run that resulted in a holding call. And then third play, Minicucci to the house for 6.
So if Bosco were to continue to score 7 points every 2 minutes, they would have 168 points at the end of this game. I don't know if that's feasible.
Jaden Johnson gets the kick, and he's met by senior wide receiver Nassim Cosby making a play on special teams.
And while 168 points is probably impossible, a high point scoring game definitely feasible for this Bosco offense.
Yeah.
They've had, 3, 4, 40-plus point games. Last one, 56 points racked up against Paramus Catholic at an away game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So speaking of offense, this is the DePaul Catholic offense right here. Looks to make a statement. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Nice defensive stand by this Don Bosco Prep defense. So let's see what they got in the second drive. Led by the freshman, Derek Zamet. There's Zamet. Play action pass over to the right side and was caught by number 6, Jaden Johnson. Number 8, Devi Moore.
And that was almost batted away. Did you see that at the line?
Yeah, I was talking to number 52, senior linebacker, Ryan Gibbons, or Big Ten, as he's known around school, and he said Zamet throws a little sidearm, so Bosco, when they're going to...
Was able to stay in bounds, was able to get at least 1 foot on the ground, and now they have the ball at about midfield, at about their own 45-yard line, but about, 20 yards? 20 yards on one play?
Yeah, about 20 yards. Zamet to Johnson. Jaden Johnson, formerly a running back, but right there showing his ability out of the backfield to catch some passes.
And that's a lot of confidence in a freshman quarterback. I mean, they've gone to a throw a few times.
Here's Johnson on the end around, making a few moves. Now he's at the first down marker, and he's tackled 5 yards before that, 5 yards after that. So that will move the chains once more for this DePaul offense.
Now DePaul gonna have the ball at about the opposing 45 now. So over the line. Well, what are they gonna mark him at? They're gonna mark him at the Bosco 37. Wow. So another, I would say, chunk yard play right there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Again, they must see something in this freshman quarterback. They keep giving him the ball to throw, and he's had one good one. We'll see if he continues that trend.
There's Zamet.
Another throw.
Here's to Johnson again, third straight time getting a touch. And Cosgrove meets him nicely, right about the 38-yard line. Junior safety, Connor Cosgrove.
Zamet showing that arm early here. Again, I am seeing a little bit of that sidearm action, a quick throw. And without the huddle, they're going straight to another one, trying to catch this defense off guard.
Zamet getting a play call from Coach Campanelli.
And Zamet looking quite seasoned out there.
Yeah, he's played 4 games. He's not exactly a rookie anymore. You have to grow up quick, as they say.
Mm-hmm.
Here's Zamet dropping back, getting a little pressure. Screen pass to Johnson, and a big hit by number 44, Kyle Ramos. Kyle Ramos, the sophomore linebacker, makes a huge play for this Bosco defense.
Read that beautifully, was able to sprint through. And he is a sophomore, and he takes him down. Wow.
3rd and 11, that pushes DePaul back 6 yards. Bringing up a 3rd and long.
And do you know what that is? That's a tackle for loss. That's
right
a TFL.
There, Kyle Ramos. Making a case why he should be number 1 in the tackle for loss category. 8 minutes and 10 seconds to go in this opening quarter, and we've seen a lot of action already. Hopefully it stays this way. Zamet will be in the shotgun. Johnson, the other man in the backfield. Here's Zamet looking for Johnson, finds Johnson, and he is tripped up right at about the 39-yard line, and it is incomplete. Senior defensive back Matt Severin came in and tripped up Johnson. Nice play by Matt.
And you got double the trouble of Severin. 2 Severins out there on the defensive side for Bosco.
Yeah, his brother Nick, the safety, leads the team in interceptions with 2. So both Severins making plays out there.
And now 4th down. They're going to go for
4th and 11. They're bringing out the punt team, and there it is.
And a short punt out of bounds.
Back-to-back short punts right there for this DePaul kicker. So special teams definitely not helping DePaul tonight.
Bosco's going to get the ball at, what did they mark them at? The 30-yard line, at their own 30-yard line. So that's an exceptionally short punt. And Bosco, instead of being put back way deep in their own end, has now got decent field position. About 8 minutes left to play. Bosco up 7-0. So now two offensive possessions for DePaul with nothing to show for it. No points, just 2 punts.
Minicucci under center, 3 receivers to his right, and here comes Mays in motion. Minicucci hands it off to Bush, and there goes Logan Bush up the middle, and he's met right about the 32-yard line by a herd of DePaul tacklers. Logan Bush, the junior tailback. If he gets 88 yards tonight, Sonny, he eclipses the 1,000-yard mark for Logan.
1,000 yards for a season, which is great for a running back and exceptional for a high school running back.
Yeah, Ronnie Heath did that last year. And if the COVID year in 2020 did not shorten everyone's season, Ronnie was definitely on pace for 1,000 yards. So Ronnie's injuries definitely felt, but Logan Bush.
Oh, indubitably.
As we have said all night already, definitely filling those shoes. Here's Minakuchi in the shotgun. Minakuchi gets the snap, looking over the middle. And now he finds Nolan James on the right side. And there goes Nolan up the middle, and he's tackled right at about midfield for a Bosco.
First down, moving those chains, Ironman. And the offensive line doing a good job there, giving Minakuchi time to get comfortable in the pocket, time to release it out there for a good chunk yardage. Flip the field. Well, not flip the field. They're at about midfield now. About 20 yards,
50 yards. 50 yards to go for another
50 yards
Bosco touchdown. 6 minutes and 45 seconds to go in this first quarter. On a little bit of a nippy night here in Ramsey.
A little bit. Hands in the pockets, keep it warm.
Minakuchi in the shotgun. Here's Bush getting the handoff, running right, bounces right, and he's met right away at the line of scrimmage.
So 2 touches for Bush thus far. Not much to show for it. Defensive line at least coming through on the design rushing running back plays. But early in the game, again, only about 6 minutes left to go. About halfway through this first quarter of action, Bosco up 7-0 after Minakuchi about a 47-yard run into the end zone on senior night here. Some senior scoring action.
Yeah, we've seen on these past 2 running plays for Bosco, we've seen big junior defensive lineman Paul Vidal making plays. Here's James getting the handoff, and there he goes up the middle. Tackled right about the 45-yard line, so that'll bring up a 3rd and medium for this Bosco unit.
Yeah, and with this defensive line looking pretty good, again, letting Minakuchi slip on that one. Besides that, looking pretty good. Maybe Bosco offense is going to see maybe they can utilize passing game a little bit more.
Yeah, we've seen it already. Minakuchi unleashed one of James for a first down just a couple plays ago.
And again, James having a little more success on passing, having great success on the passing game this year. He leads the team in passing receiving yards?
Yes, receiving yards and catches. Nolan James doing his thing. Second in the team is Dan Parisi. There's Minakuchi rolling out right. And speaking of which, Dan Parisi makes the catch. There he goes, right about the 38-yard line. Dan Parisi, Nick Minakuchi, 2 seniors doing their thing, getting the Bosco first down.
Yeah, great 3rd down conversion, 3rd and 4. Helping those Ironmen move those chains.
Proya! First and 10, ball on the 31-yard line of DePaul. Bosco, 5 minutes to go here. Moving the ball already. We've seen it. Nolan James, Logan Bush, Dan Parisi, Nick Minakuchi taking one to the house.
Yeah, for 47-yard touchdown.
Oh, yeah. Minakuchi's pass was complete to Parisi again. Parisi, 2 catches already here in this second drive.
Bosco now on the 31. That's going to be for another first down, I believe. 4 minutes and 45 seconds left to go.
First and 10 for the Ironmen on the Spartan 21. Here's Minakuchi getting the snap, now throwing over the middle, and it is caught by Nolan James, and there he goes to about the Ironmen 15-yard line. The sophomore making yet another play on this second drive.
Fighting forward, sacrificing the body for those yards. They're going to mark him down at about the 22.
Excuse me, that was not Nolan James. That was number 4, Bobby Mays, junior wideout, making a play right there on first down, which set them up for a first and goal opportunity. The Ironmen have already entered the red zone in their second drive. Minakuchi will be in the shotgun. James in the backfield. Parisi to his right, Eitner to his left. Minakuchi hands it off to James. James running up the middle, makes a few men miss, and he's tackled right about the 5-yard line for a second and goal up and coming.
Marching ever closer. We have seen Logan Bush and we have seen Nolan James. We have not yet had a glimpse of the evanescent Ronnie Heath. But Maybe he will come out tonight, or maybe not. Again, he is nursing that knee, so we want him to, when he does return in full strength, and we do not want him to have any unneeded strain before these playoffs begin.
Minicucci win the shotgun, number 88, Michael Maetti. And there goes Minicucci throwing a fade to Bobby Mays. Bobby is unable to locate it. Incomplete. Third and goal up and coming. 3 minutes and 6 seconds to go in this opening quarter. Third and goal from about the 5. This Bosco team looking to score for the second time in 2 drives. Doing their thing. Minicucci throwing it, running it. We've seen Bush, James, Parisi, Mays all get involved here in the second drive after Minicucci took it to the house in the first drive. Here's Minicucci in the shotgun. Hands it off to Bush, and Logan Bush goes up the middle, pushing the pile forward, and he stops short.
Dragged back on the 3rd and 5. No touchdown for the Ironmen. Forward momentum is probably going to get them a yard or two, but not nearly enough for the touchdown.
Now the question is, will this Ironman unit stay on the field for 4th and goal and try to get 6 rather than 3?
Well, with the success they've had with the defense so far, being able to stop them, maybe you do go for the touchdown, or maybe you play it safe. It looks like, do they have their kicking unit out?
No, they're going for it.
They're going for it.
Here's Minicucci, QB1, they're going for it.
15 seconds left on the play clock, counting down. You guys can see it.
Right behind that official. Ball right there. Minicucci in the shotgun. Here's Trano motioning, and we have whistles. And the first timeout will be taken by Coach Dan Sabella of this Don Bosco Prep unit.
About 2 minutes, 40 seconds left in this quarter. Hey, and you got 3 timeouts per half. That's why you use them.
Can't go home with them either, so you might as well use one if you don't like what you got set up.
Yep. And, I mean, they were rushing again. Play clock was winded down quickly. Maybe they're hoping for a jump on the defensive side. But, no, they called the touchdown. They called the touchdown, sorry. They call the They call for the timeout. Yes, they call for the timeout. Let's make sure everything is clear.
Yeah, 2 minutes and 42 seconds to go in this opening quarter. We've seen a lot of action already. Big hits by Bosco, big plays, touchdowns. DePaul having some nice plays. Jaden Johnson caught one, ran one. Zamet, the backup quarterback, already making throws. Very action-packed first quarter. Fourth and goal from about the 4-yard line. Let's see what Coach Iggy Urbina, the offensive coordinator, and Coach Dan Sabella, the head coach, got up their sleeve. You know, we've seen a little bit of trickery with a flea flicker.
We have.
Maybe that's in their bag of tricks right now. Here's Minicucci, handed off to Bush, and Logan Bush is met behind the line of scrimmage. Logan Bush is unable to get in the end zone. Big hit by number 3, Isaiah Price, the middle linebacker senior, who leads the team in tackles. And that brings the DePaul Catholic offense onto the field. Huge play right there by Price to change the momentum of this game.
And this D-line that has 17 sacks, able to get into the backfield, many tackles for loss. They are starting to heat up. They let through one big rushing play, the Minicucci touchdown. However, they locked it down. Bosco had it within 10. 4 downs, were not able to get more than 6 yards. Again, 4 was a little wide just for 4 yards out from end zone was a little far out for a QB sneak. They did go for the run. Nothing.
Yep. Here's Bosco blitzing. Zamet play action, throwing it out of his own end zone. Pass is open, and there it is caught. Desi Jones making a play, getting past the Bosco defense, and DePaul capitalizes on an opportunity right there to get some field position back.
And again, Zamet, the freshman, showing that he is a force to be reckoned. He's not just there filling in, he is thriving.
Speaking of which, here's Zamet dropping back, and here comes pressure. He is hit, but unleashes one, and it is incomplete. Vincent Bertone, the junior linebacker, getting in there, making Zamet get rid of it.
And that is good, cutting the momentum a little bit after a big gain like that. Again, they were going no huddle. This offense is working fast, maybe hoping they could catch the Ironman defense a little bit off their game. However, now they are in the huddle, reconvening. 2nd and 10, ball right on midfield, 50-yard line. Bosco not able to convert the 4th down. Again, DePaul deep in their own end zone, but we're able to get a 50-yard pass. Complete.
Here's Zamet. Handed it off. Play action pass. Pressure from Bosco, and it is caught right about the 45-yard line. Nice throw and catch by DePaul.
Only about 5 yards gain, and that's going to bring up about a 3rd and 5 at the Bosco 45. Way too far out to kick unless you got a Justin Tucker up your sleeve somewhere. Going to say it's on the 44. 3rd and 4. A long 4 to go, though.
1 minute and 55 seconds to go in this opening quarter.
And I'm Salvatore Noble, joined by Nick Zuppi on senior night.
Remembering those seniors, giving love to them. Here's Zamet getting the play call. 3rd and 4. The Iron Maniacs are getting into it. Here's Zamet looking over the middle. Pressure from Bosco, and he is hit as he throws. Unleashes a deep pass, and Jones makes the catch at the 12. There he goes, but yet he is hit hard by Walters. A huge play right there from both teams. Bosco getting into the backfield, but Zamet takes the hit, unleashes a deep ball to Jones. Jones comes up with it at the 12, and then he's hit hard by Shaquan Walters.
And that was a great catch by Desi Jones. As he was hit, a little bit after he threw, but the ball was a little bit ahead of him, had to reach down right by his feet, was able to grab with the fingertips, able to secure the ball before getting slammed by the 2 men in the secondary.
Yeah, so 2 big plays by Desi Jones on this drive. Sets him up for a nice 1st and goal on the 9.
And again, the chunk yardage shown here, 50-yard pass Desi Jones. Now 41-yard, about 30-yard pass to Desi Jones.
Here's Almeida taking the handoff up the middle, met by number 95, Aiden Horodnik, at about the 7. 50 seconds to go in this opening quarter, and DePaul looks to get a touchdown to tie up this game.
Looks like they're going to huddle, not working quick yet. Again, on that passing play, the long passing play we just saw.
Bosco got, on that last passing play, Bosco got in the backfield. The ball was not as accurate as it would have been if Zamet wasn't hit, but Jones made the nice play to react and go get one.
Yes.
Here's Almeida bouncing it out right, running up the middle, and there he goes, right about the 4-yard line. So another 3rd and goal in this game. Let's see if the Bosco defense can make a play here.
Yeah, Zamet, again, was able to release the ball before the pressure, as the pressure was coming on him. A few nanoseconds later of a release, and he would have gone down. But alas, now they're going to set up 3rd and 4 on the 4-yard line, posing to score, and that down will have to start the second quarter as this first quarter of action comes to an end. Bosco up 7-0 here on senior night after Minicucci with the 47-yard rushing touchdown. However, the Iron Men were down in the red zone once again and were not able to convert into a touchdown. Few chunk yard plays. Passing by Zamet. Zamet, the freshman quarterback for the Spartan offense, doing incredibly thus far.
To Jaden Johnson in the first drive, and then to Desi Jones now. Both receivers making plays for this DePaul offense. But Bosco looks to get a key stop. You know, DePaul gets a stop in the 3rd and short. Let's see if Bosco can emulate that and get a stop. What a first quarter we had. I mean, really, what a first quarter.
On this chilly night here, everybody's staying warm on the sidelines. Don't want to be cramping up out there. It's especially dangerous in this cold weather. Again, no Ronnie Heath as of yet. Maybe he'll get in later in the game to get a few touches here on senior night. Maybe not. Maybe. Ladies and gentlemen, you'll have to stick around to see. Yeah, you're going to have to wait and see. Again, ladies and gentlemen, from here, from afar, thank you for joining us on this fine evening. Sun went down early. It is completely dark here at Grand Hotel Stadium up in Ramsey, New Jersey.
The lights are on, going, booming, providing us with a great game here tonight. 3rd and goal from the 4, out of the quarter break. Zamet will be in the shotgun. Here's Johnson in the backfield. Zamet looking over the middle, and a screen pass is set up. There's Johnson making the catch, but he stumbles, falls down right about the 12-yard line. So that will move him back about 8 yards, bring up a 4th and 12.
And 3 guys able to get through. 3 guys on the D-line able to get through the Spartan O-line, put the pressure on Zamet. Now, that was a clean throw and catch. However, it seemed he lost his footing and went down. Probably nothing cooking there either way, so they are going to opt for the field goal. Get some points on the board with about 11 minutes and 30 seconds left in this second quarter of action.
Excuse me. Luke McIntyre, the senior kicker, his kick is up, and it is good.
Very
McIntyre puts the Spartans on the board, 7-3. With a flag on the play.
They might have to re-kick this maybe from a few yards back. Let's see what the call is.
– 11 minutes and 14 seconds to go. Second quarter. We've only seen 2 plays.
2.
Looks like some confusion.
A little bit of discussion, maybe a few discrepancies around the sideline. Maybe between the refs.
And Bosco is called for the flag. They were called for roughing it, running into the kicker. So that will give DePaul a first down.
I was going to say I did see that D-line burst through. Of course, they were going for the block, but just to ensure the safety of the kicker, they're not allowed to touch. However, they are going to be able to re-kick this a little bit closer.
McIntyre. Let's see if he'll make it again. The senior, number 80. Snap, hold, kick. McIntyre's kick is right down the middle.
Good, 2 times in a row. Again, men being able to burst through the Ironman defensive line. Nothing for the goal line stop, but nothing blocked. So, DePaul Catholic Spartans get on the board. However, Bosco still has the lead with 11:11 left to go. Bosco is up 7-3. Bosco receiving the ball now.
Yeah, first kickoff for this DePaul team. First drive, first scoring play. 7-3 now, 11-11. 11 minutes and 11 seconds to go. Second quarter.
2 punts, and now their first kick. That is not a great ratio for them, but still early in the game. I get 11 minutes left to go.
7-3, a lot of time left. But this Bosco offense last time came up short in the red zone, so let's see if they can capitalize. Here we go. Here comes the Bosco special teams unit running out on the field. Special teams coach and linebackers coach. Coach Tank, gym teacher. Funny guy, Coach Tank. Great pickleball player, actually.
Great guy. Had him last year for driver's ed.
Yeah, knows his stuff. Cosgrove and James back to return this kick, and it is James who takes the kickoff right about the 5. There goes Nolan James running up the middle, getting a few blocks, now cutting all the way to the left, makes a man miss, and he's tackled right about the 25-yard line, and that's where Bosco will start their 3rd possession of the night.
Caught it on one side, ran it up the sideline of the other. Trying to turn the corner, didn't quite get there. Still got some decent yardage out of that. They're going to start at their own 25, as you said.
Minicucci will be the QB1. 11 minutes and 1 second to go. 1st and 10 from the 25 for their 3rd drive of the night already. Wow, this game's going really fast. Minicucci will be in the shotgun. Parisi and James to his right with no receivers to his left. And Bush in the backfield. Minicucci gets the snap, throws over the middle, caught by Dan Parisi, makes a little juke move, and he's tackled right about the 35-yard line for what might be a good enough for a first down. Speaking of Dan Parisi and Nick Minicucci, last year I had a class with Dan Parisi, and all he would talk to me about was, man, the connection between us two, it's incredible. Whatever he throws, I catch. Whatever he throws, I catch, and that connection tonight is on full effect. 3 catches already in almost almost 1 quarter.
And we've seen that senior on senior chemistry action this entire season. That's why Parisi isn't leading, but he's up there in yardage.
Just behind, just second, about 40 yards behind. Here's Minicucci getting the snap, and it is almost intercepted. DePaul Catholic player read the read correctly. Pass intended for Detrano, but the DePaul defender unable to corral the interception. And I got to say, if he catches that, that's a pick 6.
That's a pick 6.
Nobody in front of
Unless
him.
you have a DK Metcalf, somebody running from the other side.
Hopefully we do. Hopefully Bosco's got a DK Metcalf in
their
their bag of tricks.
That was a miracle on the side of Bosco. Again, read him like a book.
Minicucci enters the huddle. We got 10 minutes and 23 seconds to go in the second quarter. 2nd and 10 from the 36. Logan Bush in the backfield. Minicucci in the shotgun. There's Minicucci, screen pass to Parisi, and there he goes. Makes a little juke move, and he's ripped down by a face mask. Let's see if the ref calls it. No flag for face mask. I thought there would be. I got a great view. Complimentary of our media club, the Don Bosco Prep Media Club. You always got to give love to those guys. You
Of
hear
course.
us, but there's a lot of work behind the scenes that gets done. Anthony Proya, Stephen Beret.
One of some of the main guys back
The
there.
list goes on and on. But we really love bringing you to these games.
yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
And ladies and gentlemen, we only do it because you guys are out there watching. We really appreciate you guys. Again, yeah, I thought maybe a horse collar at least, or a face mask on the last play, but I guess not.
So here's a 3rd and 10. Minicucci under center. There he goes, rolling out, making a juke move to the right. DePaul drops all the defenders back, and it is caught right about the 48-yard line. Bobby Mays coming back to the ball and making a nice play.
And
that
that
was very interesting right there by DePaul. They only had 2 men rushing the cornerback, and they dropped everyone else back in coverage.
And Minicucci almost got blindsided, or not blindsided, he almost got sacked there, able to evade a little bit. Now Bosco moving those iron chains.
Here's Bosco doing a little tempo. Again, DePaul dropping all their men in coverage. Minicucci just has to throw it away.
Last play, Ironman moving those iron chains. But we are starting to see the defensive line mitigate Bosco's run game and now the passing game a little bit. So hopefully Bosco can score a little more. Thus far, again, this is only their 3rd offensive drive. Able to capitalize off the first, not able off the second. They took the gutsy move to go for the 4th down, but we're not able to convert.
We're definitely in field goal range, so they could have had an easy field goal. But
Yeah.
hey, playing the numbers, you got to trust your cut. And Coach Sabella did right there, but it just didn't work out.
Yeah. But
Still on top, though.
And you still got a lot of time. 9 minutes left here in the second quarter of action. Minicucci takes a snap.
Oh, and a draw to Logan Bush, but he's met right away by this DePaul Catholic tackler, number 3, Isaiah Pierce,
And
coming in and making a play behind the line of scrimmage.
And I thought Minicucci was going to be able to get that out quickly. He took the ball a little bit, and then it seemed like a delayed handoff there to Bush. Bush stopped as soon as he got the ball, dragged down again. That defensive line bursting through. They're rushing not just 4 men, they're rushing 5 or 6 on each play here. So the offensive line is going to have to get big, maybe take a few 2-on-1s. Or one man to every 2. Or maybe they're just going to have to send in a little bit of a heavier unit.
So after converting on 3rd down, before they got this previous 1st down, here they are again in this Ironman. 3rd and 14. Minicucci's pass over the middle. It is hit up in the air, and it is intercepted right at the 32-yard line. Number 21, Deshaun Stewart, the sophomore corner, making a play and giving DePaul Catholic the ball back.
And after a dropped interception by DePaul, now they get a second chance bouncing around up in the air, comes down with the interception, and Minicucci walks off with his head hung a little bit low. Now, what are they going to need? Because the momentum is definitely on the side of DePaul right now. Bosco is going to need a big stop here. Something. A sack. They haven't gotten a single sack yet. They've gotten it in the backfield. Nothing cooking. They have been able to stop at the line. Not too many tackles for loss, as we've talked about earlier in the game. They're going to need a big stop here.
Yeah, get this momentum back. Here's Zamet throwing it off to Johnson in the flat. Johnson makes 3 Bosco men miss. There he goes up the left sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds by Connor Cosgrove right about the 40, which brings them to a 2nd and 1 to about the 39-yard line.
And he was able to turn a play that maybe 2 or 3 yards up to a big gain of 9, maybe 9.5. Now they're going to have a 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1 instead of 2nd and 7. So that is the good runs after, what was that, yards after catch? That's the...
Yards after catch.
Yeah. I knew there was a fun little acronym for it.
Here's Zamet in the shotgun. Almeida takes the handoff, running right, and there he goes up the middle, and he breaks a huge run. Anthony Almeida down the middle of the field. Let's see if Bosco can catch him, and they can't. Anthony Almeida, the senior tailback, taking the handoff 60 yards to the house for 6.
Wow, and now, for the first time in a while, Bosco finds themselves losing in a game, not just after the first possession, but after a few possessions in. Bosco now down 9-7, presumably 10-7. after a PAT. Wow, this Ironman offense is going to have to ante up a little bit. They're going to have to come alive to be able to overcome an offense on DePaul that's starting to heat up.
Yeah, we've seen it all night thus far. DePaul making big plays. They're definitely here to play. I mean, why wouldn't they be? You're playing the #1 team in the league, so why not come to play? And they certainly are.
And arguably the best team in the state. I know every single guy that goes to Bosco thinks so. Max Preps has them at either 1 or 2. Sometimes some people have them behind Bergen. Bosco, however, did beat Bergen earlier in the year at Bergen, a big game. However, Iron Maniacs here find themselves losing 10-7, set to receive the ball with 8 minutes left, so plenty of time to work in at least one possession. Again, they also get the ball after the half.
Yeah, we've seen Anthony Almeida, the senior running back, Jaden Johnson, another running back and receiver, both making plays out of the backfield. A nice little speedy combination of running backs they got right there for the Spartans. Eight minutes and 9 seconds to go in the second quarter. And yet, what is another very action-packed quarter tonight in Ramsey? McIntyre will kick off from the 40 as Cosgrove and James are back to receive it, and it's an onside kick, but Bosco is able to recover. McIntyre tried to catch Bosco off guard, but there was Bobby Mays right there at about the 45.
Number 4, Bobby Mays, able to adapt quickly, jump right on top of the ball. Big junior, 6'4", able to mitigate any damage from an onside kick. I was not expecting that. That was a good trick play.
Neither was I. McIntyre caught us sleeping, so I thought he would have kept Bosco sleeping, but Mays making the nice play right there.
Making the heads up, not formulaic, just turn around, robotic, go back, defend. He was able to jump right on that. And now Bosco, good field position now at their own 50, about the 50, about center field. Yeah. No, sorry. 50
Midfield.
yard line. Midfield, sorry.
Yeah. No, you're good.
Baseball terms.
Minakuchi, play action pass, looking over the right, and it is caught by Bobby Mays. He just got the onside kick, and now he's catching passes. Bobby Mays making plays tonight.
And that's number 33, Ali Sidhu on the shoestring tackle there. Bobby Mays trying to run downfield a little more. No, stop there. Able to get it down, however, to about the 29-yard line, just outside of the red zone.
Yeah, 9 yards to go to the red zone.
And now the Ironmen moving those iron chains down the field once again. This is the momentum that they are looking for.
Yeah. Minakuchi will be in the shotgun. Parisi and Cosby to his right with James in the backfield. Minakuchi hands it off to James, running right. Gets a nice hole in between Garcia and Francis. Two huge people on this offensive line. James falls forward to about 33. Second down up and coming with 7 minutes and 25 seconds to go in the second quarter.
So a big Kev Garcia push forward towards the end of that play. Trying to get a little bit of the extra yardage, anything to help the team.
2nd and 5 from the 24.
5-yard gain on the carry.
Minakuchi will be under center for only the second time tonight. 3 receivers are to his right. Here he goes, motioning Mays. Bobby Mays. Minakuchi hands it off to Bush. There's Logan Bush going up the middle, fighting for a first down. Picks up a nice push from Chase Besantis. And that looks like it'll be a little short, 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1 upcoming for this Ironman offense.
They're going to call it a 3rd down. They're not going to give him the first. 3rd and only a little bit. Now, do you think they go maybe with the QB sneak, QB draw right up the center?
Why not? Minakuchi, dual threat.
Already has 1 touchdown.
Yeah.
Or do they go to the passing game? I mean, interception. Minakuchi has not been hasn't had many interceptions. Already one here tonight.
And here is the run. Logan Bush takes it up the middle, which will be good enough for a first down, and puts them inside of the red zone.
The red zone. Ironman moved those chains forward. Minakuchi just relying on going back to the reliable run game, or reliable as we've seen. Again, the failed 4th down conversion right on the line of the end zone.
1st and 10 from the 17. This Bosco offense scored 6 on their first drive. Did not capitalize on another shortened goal opportunity. Here they are in the red zone on their third drive. Minicucci pass over the middle to Dan Parisi, wide open for the touchdown. Dan Parisi's 5th catch of the night is a Bosco touchdown.
And Bosco retakes the lead 13-10. And that's that chemistry you were talking about, the Parisi-Minicucci connection. Right, you were talking about that a little earlier? Senior on senior action on senior night.
Yeah, Minicucci, he was telling me before, that little RPO, Parisi opened up in the middle. That's one of his favorite plays, you know, because he trusts Dan Parisi so much to go make a play. And there he was, wide open for a touchdown.
Now with about 5 minutes and 40 seconds left on the clock. Going for the PAT.
Jack Donnelly's kick is up, and it is good. Jack Donnelly making it 14-10 here with 5 minutes and 40 seconds to go
So
in
still
this second quarter.
and still a one-score game. Again, DePaul getting the ball back. Bosco gets the ball to start the second half. Let's see if DePaul. Well, two things. Now, does DePaul march down the field as quickly as they can or score, or do they score, or maybe they try to go a little slower? Maybe they try to tone it down a little bit, get down into field goal position. Field goal does not give them the lead, brings them a little closer, but does not give them the lead. However, it does mitigate the time that Bosco has for a drive of their own.
A touchdown would give him the lead, though.
A touchdown would, yeah. But it depends on how they are trying to achieve that touchdown.
We can only wait and see. Gavin Gork ready to kick off. 5 minutes and 41 seconds to go on a very action-packed first half. This Friday night under the lights here in Ramsey, New Jersey. Bosco against DePaul. Folks, if you're just tuning in, I'm Nick Zuppi. To my right is Salvatore Noble. Thanks for tuning in, and please tell other people to watch. We love our viewers, and please hit that subscribe button. DBP Media appreciates it.
Completely free.
Gord's kick is down the right sideline, and it is caught right, and is bouncing caught right about the 10-yard line. Here's Johnson making a move up the middle. Jaden Johnson picks up a few blocks, a stiff arm at the 30, and there he goes. Jaden Johnson evading all the tacklers Bosco has, but Logan Bush makes the tackle right about the 45-yard line. What a run right there by the junior running back, Jaden Johnson.
Reversing the field a few times, bringing it right, left, able to get up the sideline. I think if Bush had not met him there, I think he's running it all the way down for a touchdown. So Bush, an offensive weapon, also a defensive weapon on the special teams a little bit. That's good for him. That's great. Bosco, again, lead 14-10, 5 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock. However, after that pretty good run from the kickoff, Spartans are going to start with the ball at their own 42, so just about at midfield.
Here's Zamet in the shotgun, heads into Almeida, who then heads into Jones. Flea flicker back to Zamet. Zamet throws it deep downfield to a wide open Kuchera. Jay Kuchera, the senior tight end, catches right about the 12. A very tricky play for this offensive unit for DePaul. You had Almeida flipping it to Jones, Jones flipping it to Zamet, and then Zamet unleashes a huge play to Kuchera. Everyone getting involved for this DePaul offense early. A
little bit of magical hot potato. I love a good trick play. I think one of my favorite plays this season on the Bosco side has been the trick play into the touchdown with the Parisi throwing, I believe.
Yeah, the flea flicker.
The flea flicker.
Parisi to Eitner against St. Joe's in the home opener.
That was a great one. Here, get a great deal of yardage off of flea flicker, about 35 yards now in the red zone. Right in the red zone.
Chunk plays. That's another chunk play for DePaul in this game.
Seems to be the story here
tonight.
Zamet
pump faking all day in the pocket. Here, Zamet rolling out left, has an open receiver, and it is caught in the end zone for a touchdown. Number 7, Mike. Oh, I'm sorry, that's the Bosco team. Number 7.
Milton Crespo,
the fourth, making a play here, giving DePaul the lead with 5 minutes and 5 seconds to go in this second quarter.
And able to hold onto the ball tight as that man in this Bosco cornerback on there as well. Got a hand in, but he was able to come down with the touchdown. Again, using the big body, Milton Crespo, the fourth, big 6'0", 180. Now, with the kick here, DePaul's going to be taking the lead 17-14. Bosco, let's see. Kick is up and it is good. Bosco, 5 minutes left. Definitely have time to work on a short drive. Less than a minute? Is that right?
Yeah, less
than a minute. Wow.
5:41.
Getting work done.
35 seconds. It's all it took. 2 plays, and they're in for 6.
So I'm definitely gonna surmise that Bosco, if they do get down to the end zone, maybe they do try to slow down a little bit. Again, a field goal would tie it here. Or do they go for a possession, score a touchdown or score, but then the ball gets back into the hands of the Spartans? What do you think they do?
I mean, you got to score as much points as possible.
Exactly.
So why not just get a touchdown?
Yeah, touchdown and then maybe an onside kick?
Yeah, as you just alluded to, be cognizant of the clock because you don't want DePaul to have the ball and get another opportunity for points when Bosco does receive the opening kick.
A short possession might be deleterious for the Bosco offense and defense, however. Touchdown put them up 21-17. Again, I don't know. You know, there's a lot of ifs here. Let's see how it plans out. Let's see how it pans out.
We can only watch, and viewers who are watching, keep watching. We got a good one brewing tonight. McIntyre's kick is not an onside kick, and rather he kicks it deep. Here's James catching it right about the 2. Nolan James hit by number 23 and by DePaul right about the 25-yard line. So that's where Bosco will take over with 4 minutes and 57 seconds to go.
Spin move did not get him anywhere. Again, as you said, about 5 minutes left to go. I would say that my score prediction of 28-20, while still possible, is a little bit more on the conservative side. I'm seeing, what was yours,
35-21.
35-21. That's impossible. Unless the only way that would be possible is if there are 2 safeties and no other scoring for the DePaul side, which would be a sight to see. That'd be a fun one. But again, not too likely. Not too likely. However, your score might be a little bit closer, at least on the Bosco side. 35 points might be a little bit closer for the final score.
Here's Minicucci faking the end-around sweep, and there he goes, running up the middle to about the 30-yard line. A little QB draw right there for Nick Minicucci.
Nick Minicucci showing the acceleration tonight. I see he goes quick again, tripped up, but he was able to start off strong on that run. Now, Minicucci taking his time. Clock is still winding down. Got to be, as you said, cognizant of the
Shout out Mr. O'Connor, enriching my vocabulary.
Throwing in some of that erudite vocabulary in there.
Nick Minicucci in the shotgun with James behind him. Here he goes. Nick Minicucci, play action pass over to the middle, and it is incomplete. The Bosco sideline looking for a flag,
and there you go.
It is.
There's the flag. I'm going to bet you that is going to be a pass interference. Give Bosco, 15 yards? About 15 yards and the first down. That'd be great for this Bosco offense, and it stops the clock with the incomplete pass. 4 minutes and 17 seconds left. And let's see. They are going to call it. Pass interference on the defense. So that is going to move those chains for Bosco.
Yeah, Minicucci threw about a 15-yard pass intended for Cosby. Cosby did everything he can to corral it, but this DePaul defender, he can't make contact with the receiver like that, so he drew the flag and gave the Ironman a first down.
Now Bosco's going to get the ball at their own 45-yard line. Again, 4 minutes and 17 seconds left. Chilly night here. Temperature is dropping quickly.
Minicucci in the shotgun. Here's James motioning in the backfield. Minicucci hands off to Bush over the middle, and there he goes. Logan Bush gets a nice hole up the middle to about the 48-yard line of DePaul, which will bring up a second and about 3 from the DePaul Catholic 48. 4 minutes and 4 seconds to go. We are starting to see the clock here start to dwindle down. Bosco's had the ball for about a minute in this drive, 3 plays. Already gotten to the 48. 3 minutes and 45 seconds now. Minicucci will be in the shotgun. Mays and James to his left, with Eidner to his right. Here's Minicucci. Hands it off to Bush. Logan Bush going down the left sideline, getting a huge hole. Logan Bush down to the 34-yard line. And there he is, the junior tailback Logan Bush, breaking a long run right here for this Ironman offensive unit. Lopez on the tackle for this DePaul defense, which results in another first down.
Moving those Ironman chains. Now, first down is going to bring them close to the red zone. 3 minutes left, 3 minutes, 13 seconds left on the clock, but it is counting down quickly. 309, 308, 307. Bosco's got to work a little quickly to ensure that they have enough time. Again, 2 timeouts still.
Here's Albahar in motion. Minicucci hands it off to Bush again, but he's met behind the line of scrimmage. Big number 20, Matthew Hooley, the senior linebacker, making a play right at the line of scrimmage.
Hooley Jr. Anyways, Bosco, I think they're going to have to start using their timeouts. Down 3 points, they definitely need the time. If they can only get little yardage here and there. They got 2 timeouts left, 2 minutes, 30 seconds left on the clock. They're going to have to start slowing it down a little more.
2 minutes and 25 seconds, but clock stops in high school football on a first down, so that will preserve a little time.
Got to move those chains first.
Here's Minicucci, a QB draw up the middle, gets a nice block from the offensive line, and there he goes to about the 28, 26-yard line. Nick Minicucci picking up about 8 yards, 9 yards, will bring up a 3rd and short.
However, no first down, so now under 2 minutes to play. And they are going to need some sort of score. I would say that they're getting close to within kicking distance, probably within kicking distance by now. But they definitely are going for that touchdown.
Oh, yeah, down 3. You want to go ahead. You want to go into the locker room ahead if you can. Field goal would tie it at 17. Minicucci in the shotgun, looking over the right. Screen pass to the left of Bush, and there is Logan Bush making the catch, but a shoestring tackle by number 1. Nair Donnie, the senior defensive back, making a play on 3rd down. 1 minute and 25 seconds to go. Brings up a 4th and short. 1 minute and 15 seconds. The time is slowly dwindling down in the second half. Bosco
getting closer and closer. Again, clock is ticking down. Now under a minute to go. They're going to go for this 4th down, 4th and 3. They didn't convert the first one. See if they can get the second.
Minicucci calls for a timeout.
Timeout again.
52 seconds to go in this second quarter. Minicucci signals the second Bosco timeout. And let's see, will they kick it? Will they go for it? We'll have to wait and see. And people, you watching, you will see soon.
You will see, and it is a fun one.
52.3 seconds on the clock. 17-14, DePaul over Bosco. We've seen Zamet throw a couple touchdowns. Minicucci run one and throw one. Both quarterbacks playing well tonight.
However, DePaul still has the lead as Bosco was not able to convert their 4th down for a touchdown. Again, the thought of that failed touchdown probably still failed 4th down for touchdown still fresh on their minds. Stoopy, do they go for it here?
I would say so, and here is the offensive unit, and they will go for it.
They're going to go
4th and about 1 from the 27-yard line. Minicucci will be in the shotgun. Parisi and Cosby to his right with Mays to his left. Nolan James in the backfield. Here they are. The Iron Maniacs are getting crazy. DeTrano now motions next to Minicucci. Minicucci fakes the handoff, and there he goes right up the middle. Hurdles a couple defenders, and he's tackled right at about the 20-yard line, which will convert on a 4th down opportunity.
Yeah, and now Bosco a little bit closer, a few yards outside of the red zone, moving quickly. 40 seconds left.
Here's Minicucci. Screen pass over to the right side, and it is incomplete, intended for Albahar, the senior wide receiver. Clock stops with 38 seconds to go. Once more, they're at the 20, same as last play.
I must say that 4th down, that was filled with temerity, though. Going for it because stakes are pretty high. If you don't get it, you don't score. If they get the back, last time they were able to, the Spartans were able to score a touchdown with under a minute. Within a minute, right?
Yeah, 36 seconds. It's all it took to score last time they had the ball.
And they had well over 36 seconds. It's hard to replicate, but they had well over 36 seconds, so the threat was there. But now 2nd and 10, Minicucci hands it off
to Bush. There's Bush pushing the pile up the middle to about the 15-yard line. 30 seconds, the clock's still running. Bosco looking to get a play off quick here, but they will signal their final timeout of the half with 26.9 seconds to go in this second quarter.
It's going to be a 3rd and about 5, a long 5, when they come back. They are within the red zone, yes. However, maybe they go for a, I would like to think, or I would think that maybe they go for a rushing rushing play if they can't get a touchdown or even close. Maybe they just go for the kick. If you don't get a first down, clock's not going, clock's not stopping because you're out of timeouts. You get the kicking unit out there quickly and you just boot one in. Either that or you go for it because you have the. I don't know. There's a lot of different schools of thought with how to play it right now.
Yeah.
It's interesting. It's just an interesting game, a psychological game as well coming out here, folks. So it's great that you guys are joining us.
Yeah, if they don't gain any yards or lose any yards, it's about a 33-yard kick for Jack Donnelly. If Bosco isn't able to convert on this third medium. Here's Minicucci looking over the left, throws it to Parisi, and Parisi catches it right at the 5-yard line. Dan Parisi making a huge third down catch and moving those chains, and the clock stops at 19 seconds. Here's Bosco racing to the line. The ball at the 6-yard line. Minicucci under shotgun, and he's going to spike the ball to stop the clock with 13.6 seconds to go in this first half. Savvy play right there by Nick Minicucci, stopping the clock, getting a play that Bosco certainly wants to run on this second and goal now opportunity.
Yeah, spike acts as incompletion, so they get the clock stopped. I would guess that they only get one play here. 13 seconds left, no timeouts, 6 yards out. A rush that doesn't get into the end zone is basically your last one. You go for an incomplete pass, you might be able to get 2 plays in. Or you go for your one incomplete pass might also set up a field goal.
Here's Minicucci to the end zone, and it is caught for a Bosco touchdown. The 6'6" wide receiver, Bobby Mays, using that huge frame to go up and get one. Minicucci to Mays for 6. Bosco now takes the lead 20-17, awaiting the upcoming extra point with 9 minutes and 5 seconds to go in this first half.
9 seconds to go, however.
Excuse me, 9 seconds and 9.5 seconds to go. What an answer by this Bosco offense. Gennardi's hold, Donnelly's kick is all good. Bosco now takes the lead 21-17 with 9.5 seconds to go in this first half. That is a huge answer, momentum-wise, scoreboard-wise, just in general. That Bosco offense makes a statement on their 4th possession of the night.
And I would say this is just about best-case scenario. A little bit dubious the methods that were getting them here, but well, I wouldn't say dubious. It was a little iffy, you know. 4th down, don't want to have to keep going to that 4th down. Don't want to have to be calling those plays that, it's a lot on the line. However, Bosco able to capitalize and get it so that less than 10 seconds now for the Spartan offense. Again, with the kick, probably going to take 3 seconds off at least. You know, they're going to have enough time to at least snap once. You know, I doubt they would go to anything that risky. Maybe a run. Maybe they'll go for a pass. But Bosco here in the lead. Bosco 21-17, most likely going into the half that way. Now kicking it off. Again, Gort's out there to kick it off.
Yeah, Gavin Gortz, the sophomore, doing it all season and doing it well. Got to know your role. Gortz does know his role, and he knows it well. Doing his thing.
And just like in theater, there is no small role. Everybody plays their part.
Amen. Right? Amen. 9.5 seconds to go in this first half. Gortz' kick will happen in any second. And we will be going to halftime very shortly. Gortz' kick is a squibber, caught right about the 28, and there's the DePaul Catholic player tackle to about the 33, 32-yard line. 4.3 seconds to go. Maybe DePaul will just take a knee and go into the half.
They don't want to risk anything too big. Or, conversely, throw it downfield. Catch him by surprise a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen his arm thus far. He's doing great. The freshman out there.
Zamet making throws, doing his thing.
Yeah, big 6 foot, 170. Zamet filling in the shoes of Grusser.
Yeah, Patrick Grusser, the junior quarterback, started the first 3 games, but he's gotten a little in. He's caught the injury bug. And 2 seconds, 1 second, and that will do it for this first half in Ramsey. Your Don Bosco Prep Ironmen are ahead of DePaul.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of this first half of play, Bosco 21-17 over DePaul.
So, thanks for tuning in to this first half of action. I'm Nick Zuppi. That's Sonny Noble. We'll be back for more in the second half. Bosco ahead, 21-17.
Don't go anywhere, folks.
Keep watching. Tell your friends, too. We want the viewers. Well, Don Bosco Prep will start with the ball. 11 minutes and 47 seconds to go in the second half. They are winning 21-17. Minicucci throws 2 touchdowns. First half we had.
Indubitably. And not just an action-packed first half,
Just out of halftime. Fresh and ready to go. Both teams are.
of course. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you for staying with us through all this time. We appreciate your viewership.
Minicucci looking over the middle. Steps up
In the vicinity, there was, looks like, but still. It is a chilly one out here. Temperature dropping well below 50 degrees. It's about 48, 47 out here. Cold as it gets cold. Sidelines. All right, let's see what they're working with now.
Here's Minicucci in the shotgun. Minicucci hands it off to Bush. Logan Bush going up the middle, and there really is no room to run.
Surging forward. They might give him the first. And
Ironman moving the chains 2 times already. 10 minutes and 45 seconds to go in this third quarter. Bosco ahead, 21-17. Mays and James to his right. Here comes Cosby motioning. Minicucci
into the hands of number 33 there. Who was that? 33, Ali Sadhu. We said that name a few times tonight, the cornerback. 6'4", junior 6'4", 177, so a slighter frame. However, bounced in and out of his hands with the contact with the big Bobby Mays.
Mays caught a touchdown in the first half.
Yes, he did. And also caught it.
Bring up a 3rd and long for the Ironmen on their first drive of the second half.
Able to convert, something like that.
3rd and about 5, yeah.
3rd and about 5 to go.
3rd and about 5 from about the 45.
Opposing 45, well outside of field goal range, so in this game thus far.
Yeah, just the 1 pass interference call, but other than that, clean game from both sides.
Yeah, there was 1 holding call as well.
Minicucci's pass over the middle is the chain, so Bosco will have a first down regardless. And we wait. Here we go.
Closer to the red zone, actually. So what turns into a first down is now going to be a first down plus a good bit more.
Dan Parisi, 7th catch of the night, sends the drive right here for the Ironmen. Caught a touchdown in the first half as well. Dan and Bobby Mays making plays. Minicucci in the shotgun with Bush in the backfield. There goes Mays.
Piece yardage here and there. I wouldn't necessarily call it a chunk play, but a good play. Now Bosco in the red zone properly. Down to about, they're going to mark them at just about the 13-yard line. That's pretty good.
Moving those chains. Bosco's offense looking good tonight.
Looking good so far in the second half. A little bit of struggles as the
Minicucci and a pre-snap penalty. Indication that it will be a false start against the Ironmen.
A little bit of movement.
That'll move the Ironmen back 5 yards. And then maybe it was the announcer's jinx. We had said it was a clean first half, but we're seeing 2 flags already.
2 flags, equivalent to the entirety of all the flags on the first half of action. We'll see if that plays as they get a little more tired. Maybe they're playing a little more sloppily. We don't really like to see that. Again, we had I wouldn't say a missed call, but one that we thought might have been to 17.
15 from the 18.
Looks like it was overthrown. Not over, but a little bit to the side. I guess he thought he was going to get to that spot a little quicker. So now 2nd and 15. So it's a pretty big, absolutely want the 4th. We have seen 2 4th down plays by the Ironmen. 2 or 3? 2?
I believe 2. They converted on 1, and then they stopped at the goal line. From everybody.
I think that's
Anthony Natoli, number 27. Very adamant that it's against holding call on the Ironmen.
Oh, and that's not what they want to see. So now they're going to redo 2nd down again. Now it's going to be a 2nd and 20? Is that right? Was that James there in the last handoff or Bush?
James caught it.
That was James.
Caught it.
On the catch, a little out in the fly, yeah. See, James spinning forward, setting him up for a manageable 3rd down. However, now it's like a...
right about the 18. Naseem Cosby breaks the tackle.
Bosco, if they're not able to convert, probably could still kick, probably 4th down.
Yeah, from this spot, it's about a 33-yard field goal. So maybe if they get even more yards on this play, it's even closer. So see 3 to his right. Mays, James, and Cosby. Minicucci looking over the middle. Pressure from DePaul. Minicucci steps up. Now he throws over the right side, and it is caught by James. Maniacs do love it.
I mean, there's a defender just holding onto his left foot, but he was able to drag him along. Wow, and I think that's right outside of the first down.
So it's about 25-yard field.
Right.
Donnelly misses the field goal, so DePaul's offense was pretty lethal, and the offense had in store. But then they got a little tricky. They got a little funky, big plays, a lot of chunk plays. You know, doing their thing.
In their own end zone. Again, and here you go. If you have the, as you would presume, about the
air, and it is an incomplete pass is the rule.
They dead? I believe if it's an incomplete
round and it's a fumble.
I did not see that either. So, yeah, well, all right. So this brings up a 2nd and 10, ball at about the 20-yard line for the ball, but was not able to capitalize.
Here we go. Zamet in the shotgun. Johnson motion.
Intending to
Amos in the first half of a big hit on Johnson on the screen pass.
It's Don Bosco prep defense.
Yeah.
Sounds like a sideline warning.
Off
the tackle. Looks like they have to at least slow down this offense.
Yeah.
Again, DePaul losing. However, they are threatened from Zamet.
Second down, saving.
They're not able to score. We're not able to go up by 2 scores on their last offensive possession to start this second half. Now, Spartans are threatening. Not too close yet, but still threatening as they have the ball on Bosco 23-yard line.
And he's tackled hard.
Wasn't pulling down, just went off the arm far and near.
Yeah, Desi Jones making the catch right there. He caught a great deep ball in the first half. For those of you who are watching, Zamet got hit in the backfield. Up in the air for Jones. Jones about a 50-yard catch. He is their leading receiver, so Bosco looks to shut him out the rest of the game. Here's Zamet taking off to Almeida. Almeida making a man miss, and there he is.
Those racking up a good few of them tonight, though.
Oh, yeah. No sacks, but a lot of TFLs. 3rd and 2. That's a big stop. Brings up a 3rd and short from about the 15. Let's see what DePaul has up their sleeve. 4 minutes and 10 seconds to go in this third. Oh, yeah. Almeida bouncing right. Gets in a little hole. There he goes. Okay, Will. Good call.
There we go. Again, 3rd and 2, especially this close. This is a big play. If it's 4th and inches, I have a feeling they'll go for it because a kick does not put them in the lead. However, it is more of a long game scenario, not necessarily just short.
And the measurement shows. DePaul's
please.
Very confident that it's against them.
And I think they got it. Our angle is a little deceiving. They're going to say they got it.
First down, Spartans.
Yup.
Moving those chains. Bosco unable to come up with a stop on 3rd and short.
Well, they're still looking a little bit. Let's see. They're still. Wait. They still have the chains out there. There seems to be some sort of. Oh no, they're moving the ball. There seems to be some sort of discrepancy, with the chains. But no, it looks like they're good. It looks like it is going to be indeed a first down. Spartans retain the ball. They're going to retain the ball anyway, but they continue marching forward. A fresh set of downs now and well within this red zone.
Oh yeah, the red zone. 1st and 10 on the 13. 3 minutes and 45 seconds to go. Zamet leading his team downfield. And there he is. Handoff to Almeida. Almeida bouncing right. You're seeing maybe a home game. If it's a home game, you'll hear us. Nick Zuppi, Salvatore Noble.
Of course. On the free medium.
Bosco, beautiful play by the 2 linebackers. Here in this opening quarter. Great shot of number 9, Jovan George. Big number 9. Going to Holy Cross next year. Leading the team in sacks. To go. 3rd and 21. Coach Campanelli wants to talk things over. Get a nice play call to get a first down.
Now it's going to be a 3rd and 21 all the way back on the 12.
Fresh out of the first time out of the half. Here's Zamet in the shotgun. Getting pressure from George. Zamet deep towards the end zone, and it is picked off. Nick Severin coming up with the huge interception, his 3rd of the year, leading this Bosco defense. and he comes away with the interception.
The ability of DePaul to threaten. Now, as Nick said, third interception of the year, and that is putting Bosco at 8 interceptions as a team above the national averages. And wow, now Bosco too. Sadly, we're going.
Minicucci gets a snap. Hands off to Bush. Bush running up the middle. Makes a little jump cut, and there he goes. Logan Bush, another jump. A Nick Severin interception to get them the ball back. Their second possession of the quarter.
The momentum definitely on the Bosco side right now.
Minicucci in the shotgun.
Play. Unfortunate to Trano. Not bad. So, they're close enough to the first down. So, it's going to be a third. Now, culmination of quarter 3. Bosco leads 21-17. 3rd and 2. Ball at about the 14-yard line of the Spartans. Bosco able to make sure there was no touchdown by the Spartans through an
Shout out to his grandparents who watched from all the way to in California.
People got family from all over. And ladies and gentlemen, we see you out there. We see there are hundreds of people tuning in. And as you guys tune in, remember, this is a free $9.99 a week. Ladies and gentlemen, we got you. And if you guys want to be told every single time that we go live, or even want to just show your support to us, there's a little red button. There's a big red button. It says subscribe. You guys hit that subscribe button, and then even hit the bell, and it gives you notification. So if you were to forget, you're like, oh, I don't know if it's Friday or Saturday, boom, it'll tell you. Friday night, Nick Zupi and I, we go live, especially because playoffs, depends on where they are, who's playing, depends on what stadium it's going to be. If it's home, you're definitely going to want those notifications to know when we go live.
3rd and short. Bush takes the handoff up to the middle, and he is hit right about the line of scrimmage. So, yet again, we wait to see if there was enough yardage to move those chains.
And again, ladies and gentlemen, when you're down there perusing, looking really closely for that subscribe button, you guys might also see a little thumbs up. You guys hit that thumbs up, the like button, and lets the algorithm know that we are a great channel, and it's going to send it to everybody else to see what we are seeing right now, what you are seeing. This great broadcast, Salvatore Noble, Nicholas Zupi, your favorite, dare I say favorite.
We're getting near crunch time. 21-17.
And I think they're going to have to pull out the chains again, because this is a close one. Again, this is almost exactly the same position where they had to measure it last time.
Yeah, but now Bosco's on offense. So it'd be funny if Bosco gets it, like both teams convert on a chain measure.
It'd be very funny if they didn't. Well, it would be unfortunate. Let's see. I think they're going to be short just a little bit. Yeah.
Oh, 4th and short.
Oh, just a little bit. So it's held. So they go for a kick. They're up by 7 points. That's a touchdown with a PAT. Ball goes back to the Spartans. Bosco almost definitely has at least one more possession. Looks like they are going for it, though. I'm going to guess it's going to be a Minicucci sneak through.
And here, Chase Besantis, now left guard, creating the push up the middle. Minicucci, quarterback sneak.
Ooh.
And
surging forward.
I would think he has enough yardage. Logan Bush certainly does so with a little fist bump in the air.
Yeah.
And it is. First down, Ironman.
Moving those chains with any means available. And back from the university, Franciscan University of Steubenville, here joining us for a broadcast.
Love to have our alumni back.
Oh, it's great, familiar faces.
My man Bert. First and goal, James catches the pass, and he's hit hard by the DePaul player.
Ooh.
Nolan James catches the pass, but nowhere to go. Nice play by DePaul.
Yeah, once in a while we get an alum coming back. Tonight we got Big Burton-O back with us.
10 minutes and 45 seconds to go. Bert is over there cringing. Sal, you made him nervous.
He's got nothing to be afraid about. We all love him here. You come back anytime, the Bosco Brotherhood accepts you with open arms.
Here's Minicucci in the shotgun. Minicucci heads off to Bush, cuts back up the middle. Logan Bush is tripped up right about it. And then 4th goal when they went for it. Will that DePaul defense replicate what they did in the first half? Or will they not?
They're down on 6 now. This is a big conversion. 10 minutes left to go. 10 minutes in this 4th quarter of action. So 10 minutes left on this game. An exciting one so far. Nick, Nick, you predicted mine is still in the running, but we'll have to see.
Here's
Ooh.
Logan Bush going up the middle, and he's stopped short of the goal line. Logan Bush taking it to about the 9 minutes and 35 seconds to go. So yet another 4th and goal and a short yardage opportunity.
And
What will Bosco do?
And another tough decision for Coach Sabella over on the sideline. Now, does he trust his offensive unit, keep him out there, or does he say, you know what, we pressed our luck enough. We've only gotten one. Yeah, they've already whammied once on the goal line. Maybe they go for it again. Maybe not.
And the Ironmen are going for it. Here's Minakuchi in the shotgun. Cosby and James motion to his left. Minakuchi now moves under center. Gets the snap. Play action pass to Bush.
He's
Bush
open.
wide open.
Hey!
Touchdown. Logan Bush catches his first touchdown pass of the year. Ran 10 prior to this game. But number 11 is a receiving touchdown.
Is that right?
Third, yeah.
Third one. You got Parisi. He had one to Mays. And now he has one to Bush. And now with the PAT, score lead. And with it kicked through, Bosco up 28-7.
But this DePaul Catholic offense has been pretty lethal. Even that first drive, you know, they had a big play, but the interception by Severin prevented them from getting points. Eight minutes and 50 seconds in this third quarter.
It's an exciting one. Again, Bosco now up 11 points. Spartans fighting to keep their hopes alive. Alive.
The Spartans.
They're traveling far. We've had teams come from far and wide. Hey, we went down to Florida to begin this year.
I don't know. Yeah, that's as far as it gets.
Well, I know there's some other teams in the area that went out to like Arizona or California. But yes, we did travel far. Unfortunately, that did end in a defeat, but still fun to travel out and play.
Here's Gort's kickoff caught by Anton. There he goes, right about the 40, the 20, and a trio of Bosco tacklers catches him right at about the 15. So DePaul looks to get the momentum back.
Is winding down. They still have a good bit, 8 minutes to score. To take the lead. That is. To score to take the lead, they need 2 possessions. They can go for a score and then an onside kick, or they're going to have to score. And then, well, again, onside kick is not a definite. They've already failed one today.
Here's Zamet with the spin move in the pocket. Great spin move. There he goes, throwing it down the right sideline. Incomplete. Zamet, 8 minutes and 36 seconds to go. Bosco winning 28-17. The freshman back Heath all year. Very nice.
Logan and Nolan James.
Zamet will be in the shotgun, but nearly intercepted by Cosgrove. That would have been Cosgrove's first.
A little bit too far back, playing coverage, wasn't expecting the bobble. But that's all right. Incomplete. Now a big 3rd and 10. They might just start going for any 4th down,
Here they are, an obvious passing formation. 5 wide. Here's pressure off the edge. Zamet hit as he throws. Ooh. Nice catch by Jones, but that will be way short of a first down. Tackle right there by Jaden Brown.
Good tackle, good tackle by Jaden. A 4th and 8 to go. So it looks like they're sending out the punt unit. A little bit of deception. Maybe we've seen a little bit of deception so far this game. A little bit more. Why not? A little bit of fun.
Whistles.
Looks like maybe a timeout.
Stops. Clock has stopped. 8 minutes and 3 seconds to go in this fourth quarter in the game.
A fun game. A good crowd. Iron Maniacs and others starting to file out maybe a little bit as it is a little cold here.
Temperatures dropping. Weather Wednesday, Salvatore Noel.
Yeah, you guys got the prediction earlier this week. It's going to be a nice and clear night. Not too much wind, however, temperatures, again, dropping. As we get further closer to the start of the meteorological winter, which is December 1st, of course. December 21st is the conventional one. Temperatures are going to be colder and colder. Last year, we're starting to have to layer up these games as well. But we still come.
Here's DePaul getting ready to punt from their own track. Look at this. DePaul.
One man to beat.
There he goes down the right sideline. Number 19, Gennardi chasing him, and he is in.
Wow.
Cosgrove drops the punt, and it is a touchdown for DePaul. What a change of events we have here. So now the score is 28-23 with an upcoming extra point. 7 minutes, muff punt, and returns it 45 yards. They're bringing it back.
Wow. So that would have been terrible. Why are they bringing it back?
I don't know. That's where Cosgrove muffed it. Back right about the 46.
Maybe he recovered it on the ground. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe he was marked down before touchdown. But yeah, they get the ball back. Again, still a two-score game, and the clock is ticking down. 7.5 minutes left to go. They need at least two.
Shotgun. Pressure from Bosco. Zamet looks up, throws
Going
a
deep.
deep ball, and it is intercepted.
Picked off.
Number 22, Nick Severin, for his second interception of the night. Nick Severin making huge defensive plays all over this second half. Nick Severin has put a stamp on this game.
Wow. Second interception of the night, putting Bosco ahead. Again, that's why they're showing, hey, we're all right. We're all right as a defense. We got more and more interceptions than everybody else. A deep pass by on one coverage, threw it up. Not really clear. Not
Touchdown on the muff punt. To only one play later, Bosco gets the ball back. So it's as if that muff punt never happened. Hard line.
And what a roller coaster of emotions here. Wow. DePaul scores to, I don't know, about 30-yard line. It's almost as if there was a kick, and they brought it out and had a fairly good kick return. Again, crazy turn of events here. They're calling it a first down. Yeah, our clock now, 6.5 minutes left to go, and they go to the run again.
Minakuchi hands it to Bush.
Yep, and with 40 seconds on each play clock, they're going to be able to get this under 6 the clock. But if they can get, 2 downs in a row without a first down and then 3rd and 1 or something and run it, they're going to be able to put this clock down pretty efficiently and secure the victory. But again, 5 minutes, over 5.5 minutes, 5 minutes, 50 seconds left on the clock. They still got time to do damage.
Making a huge play right there to move the chains for the Ironmen. Isaiah Pierce, number 3, the senior middle linebacker, the leading tackler for DePaul this season, averaging 9.9 tackles a game, 69 tackles in 9 games, with about 5 here tonight. 5 minutes to go. Field.
Again, clock keeps going. Keep going down little by little.
Run behind the big boys, right? The big offensive line up front.
They don't really need to score here, Even if they get down to the 30-yard line, and they have to, if they miss, I don't really want to jinx anything because we were jinxing about the flags earlier. So we'll let it play out. We shall watch alongside you guys.
Here's Minakuchi handing off to Bush. Books. 4 minutes and 13 seconds to go. We have a stoppage of play. Bringing up a 3rd and 7 from the DePaul 49 for the Ironmen. Looking to get themselves their 7th win of the year, bringing their record to 7-2 and extending their winning streak from 4 to 5.
Yeah.
5-game winning streak.
Again, Bosco number 1 in the league. A lot of people rank them number 2 in the state. Exactly. That's why a lot of people are saying, hey, Bosco's better because they got that one, because Bergen has been defeated by Bosco. However, Bosco did lose to some, and there's a lot that goes into these different factors. Right? Bosco's doing great this season. We haven't had a season like this in a while. Again, last year we were able to make it to MetLife. Hopefully the same this year.
A lot of hype. Here's Minakuchi in the shotgun. Basantis is chasing him along with Minakuchi. But we have
Nick Minakuchi running back there to make sure there's not a touchdown. Crazy turn of events. On the kickoff, you got the interception, whatnot. He said his name a lot.
Yeah, he's been in there on some defense. Yep. Second to go.
And they are already well within the red zone. The red zone. They have
about the 15. Number 95, Aiden.
I wonder why Zamek came out. He was doing very well. Maybe an injury or something. That's Bickford back in there yet again. Number 16, you see him.
2nd and 6. Here's Bickford in the shotgun. Gets the snap. Looking over the middle.
Let's have a hat trick. He almost.
Gavin Bickford, sophomore, 6'2", 180, getting a chance to get some burn out there on Bosco's senior. Caught by Johnson right about the 15. There goes Jaden Johnson darting for that left pylon, and he's in. Touchdown DePaul. Jaden Johnson using his elusive footwork on the touchdown point. Up and coming 2 minutes and 56 seconds to go. DePaul is not out of it, folks.
Keeping the hopes alive. Again, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 50 seconds, 56 seconds left on the clock. I would almost guarantee you that they're going to go for the onside kick. Is a kick to tie it. It looks like they are going to go for the 2.
Down 5. The 2-point would only make him down a field goal to Jones. The score is now
far down the field. They can and I understand the move. Even if you do get even if you do go for the PAT there, instead kick wouldn't help you. You would have to get the touchdown. So that is that was, I would say, the right move, and it paid off for them. Bosco still had 28-25, posed to receive the ball. Now, will they march down and score, or do you think they're going to try to run it out again? Last time they tried to just run it out, and there was a fumble, which really I don't think that's happened at all the rest of this year. Can I say that? I don't think that's happened.
Bosco fumble? Well, that was James's first fumble on the last drive. Looks to set up for the onside kick. They got every member of this offensive unit out there. Cosby, Albahar, the QB, Minakuchi, Parisi.
Right, 10 yards?
10 yards before DePaul can touch it. But if Bosco touches before it's 10 yards, free game for the Spartans. And here it is. McIntyre squibbing it to the left, and a Bosco defender is able to corral the...
Not quite on the other side. This last minute and a half has gone by very slowly here, but before that, they were chewing the clock down quick as...
Here's Minakuchi faking it. Now pitches it to James. Their third and final timeout of the half. So DePaul is left with no timeouts.
Fortunate, or they tackle that first down or incompletion, something like that. And if they do end up getting the ball back, they don't have anything to help them besides spiking, incomplete, first down, getting out of bounds. So if they do have something where they run, just fumble, fall forward a little bit, nothing. It's not stopping them, not stopping the clock. So they really got to be careful with that. I don't know if I would have gone with the same. Now, 2 minutes, 44 seconds left on the clock. Bosco, they're going to mark it. They're going to say only, what are they going to say, a loss of 1 yard? Is that what they're going to say now? It's going to be a 2nd and 11?
No, second and... The crowd's certainly getting into it, at least on the DePaul side. They're feeling the momentum right now. Bosco been ahead for the majority of this game. Feeling a little nervous. Here's Minute first down.
27 seconds left, and it's going down. 25, 24, 2 minutes left, and there's no 2-minute warning here. It's high school football, no 2-minute warning.
Here's Minakuchi under center, and there's the QB sneak, the push from James, and he has enough. 2 minutes left, the last minute and 50 seconds of this game for an Ironman win that will move them to 7-2.
To end the regular season.
To end the regular season, indeed. A 5-game winning streak going into the playoffs, but their 3-game winning streak comes to an end. And a timeout from Coach Sabella with 1 minute and 28 seconds to go here in this fourth quarter.
Now with their... For joining Nick and I this evening, we've had a great game thus far. It's been a lot of fun. It's been one of the more, I wouldn't say, we've had fumble. We've had 2 interceptions, 3 interceptions, 2 on one, 1 on the other, and then for both teams. I mean, for Minakuchi, for the Bosco side, of course. I don't think Bosco's had a 2-interception game yet.
Yeah. Anyway, Minakuchi will be in the shotgun. Minute 28 to go out of the timeout. Takes a knee at about the 48.
A minute.
That's a dub.
Yep, that's a dub or it's an L. However, Spartans should not be ashamed. It was not a lackadaisical effort.
Win.
Here's an interesting thought.
I'm ready.
Did he get it? Did Logan get it? Logan Bush, did he get his 1,000?
8 yards was needed for 1,000. Is it. Bosco wins 28-25. Thank you guys for tuning in to the Don Bosco Prep YouTube channel. The DBP Media Club doing its thing, giving you guys great entertainment.
The classic Will Rosen line. And take it easy, Bosco. We got to respect Proya as well. But yeah,